Forces of Nature is a card game for 2 to 4 players, where animal, forces and nature cards are used to command the wild. The goal is to be the last player standing by attacking other players and their animals. Each player starts with a maximum of 20 life. Once a player has no life remaining, they are out of the game. The Will card starts at 1 and increases by 1 each round up to a maximum of 10. It's used to indicate how much will is available to each player during their turn. 7 cards are dealt to each player, and a turn begins in a clockwise order from a predetermined starting player. Let's see what a new game looks like. A card is drawn at the beginning of each turn, and then the will available for the round is used to bring cards from your hand into the wild. Animals cannot attack during the first turn they are under your control. Looks like Player 2 doesn't have enough will to bring their cards into the wild. Player 1 increases the will by 1 at the beginning of each new round. This round, the bees can attack. Looks like the bees have reduced Player 2's life by 1. Animals can only attack once per turn. Player 2 now has enough will to bring a wolf into the wild. There's nothing more that can be done for Player 2. Force cards, brought into the wild, make permanent changes to animals. This force card, Rage, increases the attack of the turtle from 1 to 4. This turtle defeats the wolf because the turtle's attack is now greater than the wolf's health. Our turtle survives because the wolf's attack is less than the turtle's health. Defeated animals are placed in the discard pile. The bees have attacked Player 2 once again. The full health of all animals is restored at the end of each turn. This time, both the turtle and these bees attack Player 2. Force cards can even be played on your opponent's animals. This force card, Sloth, reduces this turtle's health to 1. Nature cards can impact animals or players. This nature card, Flood, does 1 damage to all animals in the wild, and has eliminated all of Player 1's animals. Player 2's shark has survived the flood because it has sufficient health. Let's take a look at a tricky situation that can happen in a game. This turtle must be attacked first because of this particular force card, Bravery. Instead of defeating the cobra, Player 1 decides to attack Player 2 because their life is quite low. Tough decision. This force card, Tribe, combines the attack and health of these animals into 1, which can now defeat the turtle and survive. This nature card is then used to eliminate the remaining animal. Nicely done! Now let's look at a game further along, reaching its final moments. Commanding an army of animals, Player 1 deals devastating damage to defenseless Player 2. Things aren't looking good here for Player 2. But sometimes games can take dramatic turns. The Force of Nature card removes all of the animals in the wild. That has got to hurt. A last-ditch effort to secure victory, but too bad the shark cannot attack this turn. Player 2's squid deals the final blow to win this game of Forces of Nature. Victorious! Have fun with Forces of Nature. Play against each other with more players or as teams with house rules for endless enjoyment with your friends and family. Forces of Nature. Command the wild.